What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out, then I'm going to go ahead and get started. What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. There we go. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and hop in. It's Wednesday the 28th. Well, I got to add some more levels. So let me do that on the other screen. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I see y'all in here. What's going on, y'all? Me and the members, we're currently in one extra trade. I'm still holding EA from yesterday. Me and the members, we entered a GN buy last night during Tokyo session because, as y'all know, Tokyo session is strictly with the members. Get some screenshots on my Instagram story, and we're going to pull it up in a second as well. Got a couple minutes till London session starts. All right, cool. So as far as news goes today, we don't have anything going into London session. Last night we had some Australian news. We're going to go over that in a little bit as well. And then going into New York at 9:30, we got some Euro orange folder news. We got some GBP red folder, and we got some JPY and USD red folder news as well. We got Fed speaking. We got two governors speaking. So there's going to be a lot of interesting things happening at this time. And then at 11, we got some Euro news popping off. So members, we're not going to go live for the news. I do have a session at that time. So we're not going to be going live for the news that today, but we are going to be going live a little bit before that. Like I said, we're going to be going over a few things. So I'll send the link out and the details to that after this live. And then going into tomorrow, we do got a Euro bank holiday. We got some USD news as well as some Euro news going into London and New York session. So it's definitely going to be interesting. So we got a 230 USD news. So we might start, I don't know, we'll see. We might start the live earlier tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to be awake for that news event, so we might start earlier. We'll see. But let's go ahead and pull the charts back up. So I was still in this EA buy. Those I was in yesterday's live or in the free Telegram, free signal room. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description and check that out. We broke down and entered this EA buy. And as you can see, that thing continued to pump all yesterday. Added a second position in on it. And then during Australian news, price pumped and exploded up. And now it's kind of just chilling here. So I wouldn't be too shocked if it does a retracement and then continues to pump up. But we are going to be looking for buys regardless on that. The meeting members last night, we went into a GN buy. So we're currently in this buy. All TPs already got hit. We're currently at a nice 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3 risk reward. So we're almost up 3 times our risk on this one position and one trade alone. In yesterday's live, we went over a possible buy position here. It ended up playing out. Did we take this buy position? No, but we did go over it. And then me and the members, we're currently in this gold trade as well. We just hit TP, I think we just hit TP5. I got to adjust this, bring this down 2 more. Yeah, but we're off to a great start this week. and the day. But we were looking for some more setups. London session did just start. So let's go through these other pairs to see if there's any other setups we can look at. So we want to look for some more GJ buys. I'm currently still in these two buys here from yesterday and Monday. I'm looking to enter another position. The price can break back above around 183.65. So that's for the next buy position I'm going to be looking to enter at. But we're going to look for buys on GJ still. Again, we do have some news popping off today. But if we look and zoom out, we are clearly still bullish. We've been catching buys this entire wave up. Everything's showing us buys. We're going to continue to look for buys. We're not going to go for sells until we see signs of a possible reversal. So we're going to continue to look for buys on this. Yeah, so we're going to be watching GJ, we're going to be watching GA, and then we're going to be monitoring the trades we're in. And then we're going to look at a possible, we missed the SPX sell, but we can look for possible NAS sell again, depending on how price reacts to this level here. But we can clearly see here how price is slowly looking like it's about to begin and start the downtrend. And we do have some news popping up later today to see if that is going to confirm if that's going to happen or not. So we could look for some possible sells depending on what these next couple of candlesticks look like. Because me and the members, we took a nice sell at the same exact level on Monday. Was looking for a sell here yesterday, but it retraced back up. So we're going to look for possible another sell and catch the same move, if not the full move today. So that's going to be the game plan for the day. Those just joined the stream, we haven't entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal and free Telegram. You see on your screen. Well, first let me see who's on the screen. Okay, it is. You see on your screen how we did last week. Last week we went 11-2, giving us an 85% win rate, catching 1,703 pips. And then last month we were 46-5, catching 45,925 pips, giving us a 92% win rate for the month. What's going on, horse in the carriage? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good. What's going on, Brian? I see you in here. That's one of the members. What's going on, Orion? Another member in here. What's going on? I see you in here. What's up, Fahad? Hey, Lero, how you doing? Yeah, so we're chilling right now. So we're going to put this on the other screen, and we're going to keep GJ on the screen for right now. So yeah, we're waiting for GJ to either push back and break back above this level or retrace back down to here. So if y'all hit that first link already, this is going to be the first thing y'all see. You scroll up, you're going to see the recap of yesterday. So yesterday, we went 3-0. We caught a total of 811 pips. We took a GJ buy. Me and the members, all TPC, caught 81 pips, which was this move right here. So yesterday, this GJ move was a nice 1-to-1, almost 1-to-2 risk to reward. Looking to see if it's going to finish the full move. And then this was a position from Monday. We caught 87 pips on GJ yesterday. We took an EA buy live, caught all TPs, 130 pips. And the media members, we took a gold sell. We're at TP5, almost TP6. So we're up more than 600 pips, 60 points now. But that was what it was yesterday. So 681 out of 811 pips was strictly caught in the advanced play signal room, leaving us 5-0 for the week. You click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the day. We're going to see that EA play, each one of the trades. You're going to see my personal entry, SL, TPs, time the trade was posted, how people viewed or entered the trade, reactions, TPs getting hit, screenshots of me in positions, and all that good stuff. So that's how we did yesterday. Looking at Tuesday, we caught 16,635 pips. We took a, what was this Tuesday? Did I scroll too fast? No, we just went over yesterday. My bad, y'all. So this is how Monday went. Monday, we went 2-0. We caught 16,635 pips. Took a nice NAS sell, caught 16,600 pips. Then we took an EN buy, TB4 hit, caught 35 pips. This is one of the screenshots of the NAS position. So yeah, we're off to a great start this week, and then we continue to scroll up. You're gonna see exactly how we did last week, matching up with your screen. Monday we caught 43 pips. Tuesday we got 220. Wednesday we caught 896. Thursday we caught 314, and on Friday we caught 230. 727 out of the 1,703 pips was strictly caught with the members in advanced play signal room. You click right here, it's going to bring you to the beginning of the week, where, like always, you're going to see wins, losses, everything posted, TPs getting hit, entries, screenshots of positions, all that good stuff. So we're going to get back to that in a second. GJ looks like it's slowly trying to push back up. Let's go ahead and see what our GN play is looking like. So let's continue to pump up. So I'm going to post an updated screenshot of this on my Instagram story in a little bit. So go ahead, if you haven't already, to make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I posted videos and new posts on both pages. All right, you should see on the bottom of your screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok is playmaker_way. Pull this up. So yeah, still pushing up. Yeah, so right now I'm looking for some other possible setups. The next trade we do enter will be in the free channel. So I kind of like how EJ is looking here. I gotta add some levels though. EJ looking very similar to GJ. So let me bring this to the other screen. I gotta update these levels. So let me add this level really quick, and then we'll go from there. So I'm in this position as well. I didn't call this trade out, but I went over it. But this is well, y'all see in a little bit. This is for a future video, but we're gonna go over that as well. So EN, we're gonna be looking for buys also. I'm currently in this position. It's a nice 1 to 5 so far. But like I said, we're going to go over this a little bit with the members during the live later today. And this is going to be a future video for everyone else. But let me just keep it on this screen right now while I update these other levels on EJ. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal and free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link and check that out. Yeah, so right now I'm just adding some more levels because we had some nice moves. It was kind of a slow Monday, but as you can see, as far as yesterday went, volume started to pick up into the markets, caught some nice moves. This is the last week of the month, last week of the quarter. So as you know, there's going to be a lot of reports coming out today, well, this week and next week as well. And we're going to go over that in a little bit. So we'll do that right there. Then we're going to do that right there. Yeah, so give me 1 second. I'm adding some more levels to my charts. Yeah, the price is still pumping, so we're going to be going back to GJ in a second. So we're going to be looking at EJ and GJ possible buys. We're in GN buys right now, so we're going to continue to look for more GN and EN buys. I'm in the EA buy from yesterday still, so we're going to be looking for more EA and GA buys as well. And then possible NAS and SPX sales. And then we're going to continue to look for sales on gold. And me and members are currently in a sell for gold as we speak. So that's going to be the game plan for the day so far. Of course, we do have some news popping off later today, so that can change. the flow and the script. There we go. All right, so we got a couple minutes to the next 15. Yeah, so we're currently in this gold cell. Let's move this over. Finished off this retest yesterday during New York. Let's go over and see how NAS is looking. Yeah, so NAS is still hugging this level. We're going to see if we can break back below here. Yeah, she's just slowly pushing back up as well. Yeah, so I am kind of like an EJ, so we're going to be paying attention to this. We're going to see what the next 15 looks like on EJ. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, so let me mark this up. Let me write some trade ideas up in a little bit. All is well. I'm glad to hear that. Man. Yeah, so me and the members, we're currently in this trade right now. I'm actually about to post the updated screenshot of the position on Instagram. Since we're just chilling right now, I might as well. We're almost at a 1 to 3 risk reward on this trade. We are at a 1 to 3 risk reward. Probably. Let's see. Yeah, so we're at a 1 to 3, so that means we're up 3 times our risk. So if I was to risk $50, I'm up $150. If I was risked $100, I'm up $300. If I was risking $1,000, I'm up $3,000. All right, risk reward is very important. It's one of the ways you can most efficiently grow accounts, especially smaller accounts. And I've shown that multiple times that it's possible and how to do it. And I got a couple videos on YouTube showing how to do it as well. And I'm going to link a couple of those videos throughout the stream. So give me 1 second. All right, I just posted the updated position, a screenshot on my story. Huge push to the upside. All right, cool. All right, so let me go ahead and drop this link. So we got about a minute and a half to the next 15. We're watching EJ, we're watching GJ. We're currently in GN, and we're also in gold. We're watching NAS, and we're watching EA. That's the game plan for right now. And actually today, part 2 is dropping for that. So in the first part, I went over kind of the number side, but now I'm going to be going over a little bit a different angle as well. So be on the lookout for that. If you haven't seen the video I dropped on Sunday, make sure to check that out as well. I'm going to be dropping the link for that later. But if you hit my profile, you'll be able to see not only the video from Sunday, but also the videos from the past as well. Because we don't just live trade and live stream every day, London session 3 a.m. EST on YouTube, but we also post countless trade breakdowns, trade psychology videos, trading tip videos, trading plan videos, prop firm challenge videos, got videos on how to count pips, videos on risk rewards, all that good stuff. So we have a video for almost everything. If we don't have a video for it yet, we simply just haven't made a video for it. So make sure to explore and check that out as well. All right, new 15 just started. Yeah, so let me write some trade ideas up. GN still pushing nicely though. Let me go ahead and post this disclaimer just because we do enter some trades soon. All right, this is the same disclaimer I post every day. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal Room, free Telegram, so you know what I'm talking about. But make sure to read the disclaimer. It goes over how the TPs work, how you should go about trading in general. Some things you might know, some things you might not know, or some things you know but you just simply just don't do. So this is just a nice reminder for that. It's going to look like to some of y'all a big paragraph on y'all screen, but it's just 11 sentences. Make sure to read that if you haven't already. Because sometimes I get hit up on Instagram or Telegram getting questions asked, and a lot of the times, and I'm not even just talking about like the stuff that's in the disclaimer. I'm talking about in general. A lot of times, the answers to your questions are in the Telegram. So make sure to just explore, read everything. Of course, you ask me a question, I'm still going to answer it, but that's besides the point. 5017. Give me 1 second now. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this right here. Give me 1 second. I'm writing some trade ideas up. Those that have been here for a while, you know, I can't text and type. I'm getting a little bit better at it, but just bear with me. Give me 1 second, y'all. Because I'll be trying to type these up quick. Because, you know, the market's not going to pull out a chair and be like, oh, okay, he's trying to help some people out. Let's give him a second before we do this move. As we all experience, we know firsthand the market does not care. Just give me 1 second. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this right here. So GN's still pushing up. I'm still holding this. Most of the members, if not all, are still holding this as well. I'll show the screenshot. I will not the screenshot. I'll pull up the advanced phase signal room in a second and pull up the signal as well. Again, this trade has already been played out. We entered all the way down here. So I don't suggest or recommend anyone enter or buy at this time. But I do like EJ, so I am in EJ. So I just posted my entry to SL and the TPs in the channel. But I do like EJ. So we're going to see they respect that level and showing signs of trying to push up. So we're going to see if we can break that wall to the left and continue to pump up. Yeah, we don't really got no news until New York. Yeah, so we're going to see what this do. But we do have a lot of we do have JPY, GBP, and USD news at 9:30. So definitely keep that in mind. EST, Eastern Standard. All these times are Eastern Standard Time. So definitely keep that in mind. It's going to be interesting because these three pairs we trade a lot, especially the JPY pairs. Well, all four of these currencies we trade. I mean, we're currently in an EA trade. We're currently in a GJ trade. We're currently looking for some more GJ trades. We just entered the EJ trade. We're in gold. We trade NAS all the time. So it's going to be definitely interesting to see what happens today with the news. But nonetheless, we're going to let that trade do its thing. Still in this trade, also still in EA. I got two positions on EA. Those screenshots should be still in my Instagram story if I'm not mistaken. We're going to slide these over like that. Bam. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. Ian still doing his thing. Just went over EA. Oops. All right, cool. So let's go to gold really quick. After we look at NAS. All right, so NAS is still ranging, so we're gonna leave NAS alone for right now. Gold's ranging as well. We're gonna see who's gonna continue to pump, but we are nice and blue on gold. And then here's the Euro JPY play. So first, we're going to have to see if we can break the wall to the left. This is the previous high. If we can break the previous high and stay above that previous high, then we'll have a higher chance of price continuing to push to the upside. Stop loss is a decent stop loss. Nothing too crazy. Never really need a crazy stop loss. With a stop loss, you want to strategically place it at a price where if price hits that level and especially breaks that level, you was most likely wrong, whether the trade you either enter too early, it's doing a retracement, or you were just wrong. That's where you want to put the stop loss at. And of course, after a trade goes your way or doesn't go your way, you should review the trade, see what went right, what went wrong. That way you can learn. I learned from all trades. All trades last week I learned from. All trades last month I learned from. All trades this entire year I've learned from. Never just be happy after you win a trade, and never just be upset after you lose a trade. Because like we went over in, I believe, yesterday's live, you will be leaving some money on the table if you just get upset or if you don't, analyze or try to improve. A good example of that, I can pull up a few examples. I can pull up an example from earlier this week, literally from Monday, which was this NAS sell. This was the original entry, got wicked out in profit, but let's assume that she didn't move SL in profit. Let's say that stop loss got hit and you lost whatever you're risking for this trade. The old me would have got upset and just got off the pair, would have took the L. The newer and more experienced me was like, okay, well, my analysis showing me to look for sells, and it was going in our favor, would retraced. So let's see what's going on. So a lot of people would have went for a buy here, but instead I just waited because, like I said, you want to enter at these levels. You want to stick to your rules. So all price did was a retracement, probably a fake out. Yeah, I could have probably put my stop loss above here, but again, you don't want your stop loss to be this huge, gigantic stop loss. Granted, it still would have been a nice 1 to 2 risk reward, but again, you don't need to have a crazy stop loss, especially when you're going with the flow and direction of price. So just waited like an hour or so for price to break back below this level. Once it broke back below, I'm going to pull this up in the channel as well. You're going to see I let the members know, say, hey, I re-entered this. And then we re-entered, and guess what? All TPs got hit. Another example is literally, I just had the idea in my head. Oh, gold. We're going to pull up gold. But let me pull up the channel really quick. So another good example was gold. And we actually had, I'm going to make a video on this, but this happened on Friday, on Friday's live. Yeah, so you see here, this was last week on Friday. We went for a gold sell, and I'm going to show the signal as well in this channel. So we're going to go scroll up. We're going to do a little bit of scrolling really quick. We're going to do a little bit of scrolling really quick. So what day is that? The 23rd. Those just joined the stream, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal and free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. You click that link, you're going to be able to see that for yourself, and we're going to pull that up and go over it in a second as well. All right. So same thing with the NAS trade. We went for a sell here. This time, though, not a TP got hit, not a single TP. We missed TP1 a couple times, and then it reversed on us. And guess what? We were still looking for sells, but like I said, one of the reasons why your stop loss could have got hit is because you either entered a little too early or price just needed to do a retracement, which in this case, price just needed to do a retracement. Then during the live, I was like, oh, okay, if we're going to continue to hold this level, the next 15, you can look for a sell. And guess what? Price dumped, made our money back off that loss, right? And then guess what? Price continued to dump, and guess what? We entered another sell, and the downtrend's continuing. That was just simply a retracement, all right? But If I would have just got upset because I lost this trade and price pumped to the upside, I would have been like the old me, either went for some buys here or who knows what I would have done. But because I stayed calm, reviewed the trade, did an analysis to see what happened, I was able to make my money back literally the same exact day. You see, this is Friday. This was also Friday, right? So that's two examples, literally one from last week and one from literally 2 days ago. All right, y'all. Two examples right there. Actually, we're going to keep it on gold because it's doing some action. All right, so here's the advanced play signal room. So this was literally the you're going to see the gold trails talking about. So here's some other trades that we went over. Boom, boom, boom. This is one of the members. One of the members here. Shout out to my boy Shawn. This is one of the days. He's been a member for a little while. He's always asking questions. And this is just him giving me an update on his results. You turn 100 this week to 517. You see some screenshots here. I have some more student results and stuff in the free channel and on my Instagram page. But this was in regards to the live. Because as you can see, I sent the link out. Going live in 20. Sent the link out in about 20 minutes. And this was a reference to the live. Members, if you didn't watch last Friday's live, watch it. You'll know why I posted that screenshot. All right. And then this is the recorded of the live. Each live is recorded. So if you missed the live, guess what? They're recorded so you can check them out whenever you want. So this was the NAS trade that I was telling you all about, the 26. So first, let me scroll up. Where's that gold trade at? Oh, that's what it was. The gold trade was in the free channel. So let me go to the free channel really quick. That way everything makes sense. But speaking of which, before we go to the free channel, well, we're about to go in the free channel. So I should say, while we're in the free channel, let me go ahead and let y'all know that TP1 just got hit. So y'all should be nice and blue on that trade. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. All right, cool. So next target point is going to be 157.85. All right, so while that's doing that, let's go on the free channel really quick. Because I was looking for the trade. I was like, where is the gold trade? I know we entered a gold sell on Friday, but that's because it was in the free channel. So if y'all just scroll up to June 23rd, you're going to be able to see that. Here's some of those GBPJPYs we went over as well. And then here's the gold sell. So here was the gold sell. So let's go back to gold. So everything makes sense. All right. And I see y'all's comments. We're going to catch up to the comments in a second. But this is important. This is going to help someone out. So same date. This was the entry, 1917. We go right here. 1917 was literally right here. First TP was going to be 1916. If we just put our cursor here, we can clearly see 1916 did not get hit. Tried multiple times, reversed back up. Then here, you see, I said tried multiple times to push down, but was not ready yet. Re-entered off the retracement during the New York live with the members, which is true. Like I said, I'll make a video about it later. But members, if you simply just watch the live from Friday, you can verify that is true. And there's members in the chat right now, so if I'm lying, let me know. But now let's go back to the advanced play signal room. So everything else will add up. All right, cool. So now we're going to go back to NAS. All right, cool. Now we're back to NAS. Date was Monday the 26th. We're back in the advanced play signal room. You see the 26th. So this was the NAS play. Personal entry 14,870, which is right here. These were the TPs. This was a New York price watch list. Every day I send a New York price watch list, which is basically going over the trades we took during Tokyo session, because Tokyo session, we trade strictly with the members. And then we go over trades taken during London session, and then possible setups going into New York. You see me typing up different pairs. You see me doing a chart analysis. You see me breaking down exactly what we're looking for. I go over price levels to look for entries and X's at, and I go over exactly why we're looking for buys or sells. So you also see me right here saying I got looked at a NAS and re-entered, right? And then you see the time, which was at 11:25 a.m. And then you see here, an hour later, those that re-entered with me, TP5 got hit, and then later on, all TPs got hit. And that's exactly what happened here. Got wicked out, price dumped, finished the move. Why was I able to catch that move? Because I trust my analysis, and I know that if my stop loss gets hit, it's either because I entered too early, or reversal is about to happen, or possibly news. There's very few reasons that stop loss gets hit with this strategy. All right. Especially if you do what I do and you see me do all the time, which some people don't like, is me just patiently wait for confirmations. But it pays out in the long run. As you can see, TV2 just got hit on EJ. Y'all should be nice and blue on y'all screens. Let me know in the comments in the chat if y'all in this trade with me. I want to see how many people in this trade with me. But TV2 got hit nonetheless. The other TPs are in the free Telegram, free Signal room. First link in the description. Those are just showing the stream. We entered this trade not too long ago. I don't recommend entering though because we are deep in profit and TP2 just got hit. But we're in this EJ buy currently. Broke this down into this live. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal room, free Telegram. You'll be able to check that signal out for yourself. But let me go back into the free channel. All right, cool. Hey, that's what I like to see right here. Way you passed the 10K account for me, but I needed some insight. I'm in about 4,000 drawdown on my 100K. How would you recommend coming back to break even? Well, that's a great question. That's a great question. So to answer that question is very simple. It's very simple. Like I always say, once you get this strategy down, once you have a strategy down, then the next things you have to master is your emotions / discipline. Those go hand in hand. And then the simple math part, which is, entering the appropriate lot size to achieve what you're trying to achieve. All right. So what I would do is simply pull out a calculator, right? Actually, let's do that right now. Let's pull up a calculator. And we can do this right now. All right. So this is what I would do. And this is literally what I do, right? Everything is simple math. So if you have a 100K account, first thing I would do is write down the game plan. So if I have a prop firm account, I'm only risking 1% per trade. I don't care what anybody else says. Because again, I'm not trying to go for a home run. My strategy is a very accurate strategy. If we'll just look at last week, the week before that, we went 14-0. Last week we went 11-2. The week before that, well, let's just explore and see, right? Let's just explore and see. So this is how we did last week. We went 11-2. The week before that, we went 14-0, 100% win rate. The week before that, we went 12-1, giving us a 92% win rate. And the week before that, we went 9-1. And then last month, we had 90% win rate, 46-5. So we win more trades than we lose. So we don't need to try to over leverage and go big or go home in one trade because we win more trades than we lose. We average a high 80 to high 90% win rate weekly, monthly, and quarterly. So there's no reason to over leverage. So we're risking 1% per trade, no problem. So let's do this. So you have a 100K account. So what is 1% of 100K? That's $1,000. So you're down right now 4%. So most prop firms, you can't go past 5% in one day, but overall you can't go past 8 or 10%, depending on the prop firm. So you're down 4% right now. So what I would do is not freak out because I've actually been down in the negatives before. And I don't have any screenshots to show proof, but I kind of do at the same time. But so what I would honestly do is just stick to your plan, stick to your rules, and do not over leverage. Continue to risk 1% of your account and secure profits because you're down 4K right now. So I don't know what exactly you did, but you know. So what I would do is just go through your trade history and figure out, like I said, what you did wrong, what you did right. So you passed the accounts. You said I helped you pass. So if I helped you pass, I'm assuming you either entered trades in the free channel or the advanced play signal room, or you simply watched the lives, took my analysis, and entered trades based off my analysis. Either way, whatever you were doing right to pass, you need to do the same thing in this situation. Like I said, you're not going to win every trade. That's not the problem. But right now, what you need to do is not freak out and just continue to risk the same amount each trade. Because again, if we win more trades than we lose, that is not an issue. And then if we have a great risk to reward, that's not an issue. If we just look at simply the GN trade me and the members took last night, 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3 risk to reward. If we look at the GJ trade taken yesterday, didn't do the full move, but 1 to 1. So if you risked $1,000 on this trade alone, you would have made $1,000, almost $2,000. Boom, you're already halfway at your goal. If you would have took, what did we take? We took the EA buy. Let's say you're just in the free channel. You took the EA buy yesterday. The EA buy alone. Now let's do a few things. Let's just assume that you exit at the final TP. That was a 1 to 2 risk reward. So you risked $1,000, you would have made $2,000. So you would have been halfway there off rip. So if you were a member, and that's not even assuming you held until the end of the day where price ended right here, which would have been a 1 to 3, almost 1 to 4 risk reward. So off this trade alone, you could have made what you were looking for off this one trade alone. And if you are a member, I don't know if you are, that's what I'm saying. If I went over these exact price levels to hold and look for price to hit, and they hit all the price levels. So you would have been like, okay, well, he just dropped this video. He said a price can continue to hold above this level. It can hit this level. Let me hold, make sure my SL's in profit, and hold and see what happens. So literally off the trades yesterday alone, you could have been back to break even. So to answer your question, continue to risk 1% per trade. Go for high probability setups with good risk rewards, and you'll be able to make it back literally this week. I just showed that literally just the trades of yesterday alone, you could have made it back. So it's very simple. You don't need to take a lot of trades. On my funded account, I literally just take 1 or 2 trades a day, and I pass. And literally, I was just talking to a member yesterday, well, not yesterday, last week, about this. But since we're on the topic, I'm going to scroll up and pull it up as well. All right, give me 1 second. But I hope that answers your question. But like I said, it's very simple. It just all comes down to simple math. Been in the free room for almost a year now in advance room. Okay. So, okay, cool. So yeah, so that's literally all it is. You just have to, it's just simple math. It's just simple math. That's what I like to see. That's all I like to see. Take a look at GU, give me your feedback. Yeah, I got you. And I see the other comments. I cut you to the comment. Let me know if that helps you out, Fahad. But I got some more stuff to kind of help you as well, motivation-wise and just perspective-wise, because everything's about perspective, right? Everything's about perspective. So you said look at GU. I got you. Now, granted, I haven't traded GU in a while, so my levels might be off. But let's just take a look, because levels are not. We can still figure out what's going on here. Yeah, so as you can clearly see, my levels are off. So looking at price, even with my levels off, we can see that price did a nice pump up the past month. And it's technically bullish. If we zoom out, look at the bigger picture, it's technically bullish. But if we look at the past couple of weeks, we could possibly see a reversal or downtrend commencing. All right, especially how it's looking right here. But I can't give you an accurate thing on it right now because I don't got my levels marked off. So after we do this analysis, after I catch up to these comments, I can mark these levels off and give you a more accurate description and projection, because I can't do that right now. All I can do is that right now. So give me a little bit. I'm going to update my levels, and I'll get back to GU for you. But off rip, I can tell you right now that I wouldn't enter anything until either price breaks below 2705, 2700, or if price comes back up to around 2750. But I got to update my levels so I can give you more accurate description of that and analysis. But I do got you. But in like 5 minutes, depending on if I'm still answering other comments, just send a reminder. And I think we're about to hit the next TP on EJ as well. Let me see what these other pairs are doing also. I see the other comments. I'm going to catch you to the other comments. But like I said, the pairs aren't going to wait for us. And I just want to monitor the other trades we're in because me and the members are in multiple trades. And there's also other potential setups we can jump into as well. So I just want to make sure we're not missing anything. All right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, so we barely missed the next TV. So we're about to hit that probably while I'm answering this other question. But just going back to what I was saying, Falha, before I get to the next one, literally, I passed this prop firm challenge last week. I passed phase 1 in 1 week, kind of 6 days, and I passed phase 2 last week in 5 days. Phase 1, and I'm not just making this up. Phase 1, literally, first day in, I was down 2%. Kind of same situation you're in, but you're down 4%. But it's the same thing. Now, the old me would have freaked out, try to over leverage to make up for my losses, but no. I knew what I did wrong. One of those trades, I didn't secure profits. I was going for the bigger move instead of securing profits. That's why it turned on me. And then the other one, I was just simply wrong on the trade, right? So I'll start off my phase 1 challenge down 2%. But guess what? I continue to risk 1% per trade. And guess what? That same week, or I think I said I passed in 6 days. I don't remember. But literally the same month and within a week, I did not just go back up to break even, but I ended up passing phase 1. Phase 2, same thing. Not the same thing. I was up a little bit. I was up like 1-2%. Then I got down 1%. Then I got back up 2%. And then I eventually passed it the 5th day. So it's going to be up and downs with trading. You're not going to win every trade. You're going to be up $10. Then the next day you might be down $8. Then the next day you might be up $12. Then the next day you might be up $15. Then the next day you might be, up $13. Then the next day, so it's going to be some volatility. But as long as you stick to the rules and most importantly, understand what went wrong, what went right, you can overcome any issue, right? It's very, very simple. You just got to take it day by day and don't freak out and just trust yourself. That's all it comes down to. So I believe you can do it, Faha. I believe, like I said, it's very possible. I've done it multiple times. I know other members and students have done it as well. Just stick to your plan. And most importantly, do not let a winning trade turn to a losing trade. All right. Let's say you're up $10, move SL in profit. I'd rather close that trade with $2 than close that trade back negative $5. You get what I'm saying? So it's very important to secure profits. But we just hit TP3. And let me catch up to these other comments, y'all. I see y'all in here. And I didn't forget about GU. I just got to update those levels. So I'm going to update those levels in a second. But it's literally that simple, y'all. We opened the live. We started the live, went through all the pairs, went over the ones with the cleanest looking setups, waited for confirmations, entered. Now we're blue. It's that simple. Obviously, sometimes it's not going to automatically pump in our favor, but either way, it's literally just that simple, y'all. I'm a beginner. How to learn your method? Okay, so if you're a beginner, the first thing you need to learn is how to read the charts. All right. If you're a beginner, first thing I want to tell you is do not rush yourself. I just made a video on this. So if you hit that first link in the description, join the free signal room. And click that Instagram link. All right, this is going to be the first thing you see when you hit that first link in the description on the free signal room. And then you scroll up, hit that Instagram link. And I just went over this in the video. But if you're new to trading, just focus on learning the basics. Do not focus and try to rush and making money because you're a beginner. All right, I'm just going to be 100 with you. You're going to lose more money than you make if you try to focus on making money in the beginning because you don't know what you're doing. You make money based on the candlesticks and pips. If you don't know how to read the charts or how to count pips, you're not going to be able to make that much money, right? It's going to be very inconsistent at least. So what I would tell you is to focus on learning how to read the charts, all right? And then how to count pips. And I got videos on both of those. So this is for you. All right, I got you. And this is for anyone else in general too. So I'm about to actually link some videos in the chat. So what I want you to do is save the videos, click them, whatever the case may be, and then check those out. My bad, y'all. I was reading a text. So yeah, I'm gonna drop some videos for you that go over exactly how to do so, right? So the first one is you need to know how to read candlesticks. How to read candlesticks. Got you. Bam. All right. Bam. And I got y'all with the other comments. All right. I'm gonna catch up to all these comments. I'm just reading them in order. All right. So that's the first video I'd watch. And then the next one would be how to identify the trend. All right. And these are all on my YouTube channel. It's all on my YouTube channel. Support resistance. Give me 1 second, y'all. No problem. Yeah, so literally, I'd watch all these videos, preferably in order. But yeah, I'd watch them multiple times because one thing, when I started learning and was watching videos or just studying in general, I had to watch videos multiple times because I remember the first time it just wasn't clicking. So I used to watch multiple videos multiple times, like over and over again until it clicks. So if you don't understand something and it's not clicking, watch it again. Watch it again, watch it again. And if it doesn't make sense, with me at least, you can DM me, ask me questions. You don't have to be a member to ask me questions. I have non-members that ask me questions all the time. So you're gonna need to know how to count pips as well. And this is just the beginning, right? And also the live streams are gonna help you also. But these are just the basics. The basics. There's one more video I was trying to look for. And of course, my trade breakdowns are a little bit different from other traders. Like I literally break things down from the beginning to the end. I go over the top-down analysis I did. I will go over exactly why I entered where I entered, why I exited where I exited, and all that good stuff. So definitely watch the trade breakdowns as well. And then this video too. This goes over back testing. But yeah, but if you're a beginner, the first thing I would stress is understand how to read the charts and candlesticks because you don't need indicators. Each one of these candlesticks is explaining what's happening. It's giving you hints. It's literally mapping out where price is trying to go and what price is doing and why price is doing it. You just have to understand what you're looking at. But that's literally what each one of these candlesticks are doing. Each one of these candlesticks is telling you a story and mapping out what it's potentially going to do in the future. You just got to know what you're looking at. All right. They're not just random candlesticks. Yes, there's manipulation in the market, but the market needs manipulation. Granted, they are doing some slide stuff, but at the end of the day, the market does need manipulation at the end of the day. But that's what I would do if I was a beginner. Focus on learning how to read the charts. Then once you know how to read the charts, focus on whatever rules you come up with or whatever rules you decide to follow, stick to those rules. All right. Consistency is key. Yeah, I passed the 10K with advanced playroom. Okay, that's what's up. So you say you passed the 10K challenge with advanced playroom. Been my second week with you. Before that, I took 4 losses in a row over the course of 2 weeks, risking 1%. All right, yo. I don't gotta say nothing about that. I don't got that. That's proof right there, y'all. It's called the playbook for a reason. But like I said, Fahad, you could come back easily. I've been in similar situations as you and have passed accounts. It's very because we're trading, there's ups and downs. That's why risk management is so important because there is ups and downs with trading. But if you don't over leverage, you'll be able to make it up. That's why people struggle because they don't even give themselves that fair chance or opportunity to make back their losses due to over leveraging and emotional trading. Been in the free room for almost a year now and advanced for 2 weeks. Okay. Working on Nova 100K at 50%. That's what's up. Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. EJ just gave me my daily target, done trading for the day. Hey, that's all it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't have to hold to the final TP. In fact, one of the lines in the disclaimer I post every day, says, once is blue, it is on you. Profit is never yours until you move SL on profit or close the trade. That goes back to what we was just talking about before. And where is it? Stick to your trading goal and don't get greedy. And shout out to Lero. Lero showing a perfect example of doing exactly that. Make the money for the day out. You don't have to hold. The goal isn't to catch every candlestick at the end of the day. The goal isn't trying to catch every pip. The goal is literally to make what you set out to make for the day, the week, and the month. Take your money and leave. Just do a quick Google search of how much money is put into the Forex markets alone. Forex markets alone daily. All right. There's plenty of money to be made. You don't need to catch every pip. Sometimes I don't even hold to the final TP, especially on Fridays. Sometimes I'm just like, man, I'm done for the day. I've been on the charts 3 sessions a day, every day. I'm happy, I'm done. Or if I just made my goal, I'm done. Especially with prop firm accounts. Personal accounts are a little bit different, but like my funded accounts, I'm way more strict with that, like my daily goals and stuff like that. But yeah, excellent example. And that goes back to what I was saying. Once you get the trading strategy down, once you know how to read the charts, the next thing you have to master is discipline and the simple math. So Lero showing an example of getting the discipline down pat. So shout out to you. And yeah, no problem. Can we still take a short gold as sort of position? I would not do that. I would not do that. I would not do that. I personally would not look at a gold entry unless price retraces back to around 1920 or price can break and hold below 1900, 1902. I personally would not jump into a trade right now on gold. Like I always say, if you missed the entry, don't feel too bad about it because price, just wait for price to retrace or wait for the next entry point. Because when you think of, like I said, everything's about perspective. When you think about it like this, when you're asleep, you miss some trades. When you're in trades, you're missing other trade opportunities. When you're done trading for the day, you're missing trade opportunities. When the market is open, there's literally opportunities. I know some people will be like, oh, Tokyo session, this Tokyo. No. Let me just show you something. I just got to type in 6 letters. That's all I got to type in is 6 letters and show you that's BS. We entered this trade during Tokyo session. If the market is open, there is literally money to be made. So if you missed the entry, do not worry about it, especially right now because London session just started. We're just the first hour into London. There's plenty of more opportunities to catch pips in London session, and then we still got all of New York. And then we do have news going into New York, but it's literally the first hour and a half into New York. And after that, there's nothing besides, some Euro news at 11. So there's literally money to be made at all times. And if you missed that gold trade, we just entered this EJ trade not too long ago in the free channel. So that's another example. If you missed the entry on this trade, either just wait for the retracement or the next entry point, or just type in another pair and look for another entry or position. There's been multiple times on live where we missed entries and we've done exactly that. Waited for retracements, entered off retracements, or simply just went to another pair and entered off another pair. We saw examples of that literally Monday and examples of that yesterday. And a good example of that is literally yesterday. Yesterday we entered EA and I went over GN saying I can see buys on GN. Did we enter GN? No. But if we would have entered GN yesterday, you could have caught a perfect 1 to 3 risk reward trade. Because this is what GN was doing in yesterday's live, playing around at this level. I was like, it's trading this level as support, which is a good sign. So if we can break and hold these levels, we can look and see buys. Price did literally that, broke above this level, nice engulfing candle. After price broke above this level of tracker that got formed during the live stream, that's what price pumped and continued to pump all day yesterday. Then me and members entered the position on this last night, and we're up a nice 1, 2, 3 risk reward. So we're up 3 times our risk on this trade alone. And again, going back to you, Fahad, you said, what would I recommend doing? If you took this trade last night, I don't know if you did. You remember though. So if you did take this trade last night and you risked $1,000, guess what? You'd be up 3K right now. 3K out of the 4K that you need to get to break even. So like I said, once you master your technique, your strategy down, next part is the discipline and the emotions, and then the simple math. This is the simple math part, right? We pulled out the calculator. We pulled out what we need to risk per trade. And if you would have risked that 1% per trade, you'd be up 3% right now, only 1% away from being back to break even. It's that simple, y'all. That simple. And no problem. No problem. All right, so let me update my levels on GU. I don't know if you're still in here, but I like to keep my word. So we're going to update these levels on GU so I can give you a proper analysis because I don't like giving – I don't really like half-assing certain shit. So let me update these levels really quick, and I got you. Just going to do a quick markup. Nothing too crazy. Just going to do a quick markup. Those just joined the stream, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Go to free Signal Room, free Telegram. We're currently in a nice EJ buy. We broke that down and entered it on the live. Me and the members are also in this GN buy. We're also in a gold sell. So we're 2-0 for the day so far. We are 7-0 for the week. Last week, as you see, we went 11-2. And then last month, we went 46-5. So let me update these levels really quick. And I got you. But I like the questions today. If y'all got other questions, keep them coming. This is what I do these lives for. These lives are for y'all to help y'all out and also show y'all in real time. Well, there's a few reasons. The first reason, I don't really deal with that too much because there's not much you can say when, we consistently do this live. But I show this because, when you're new to the scene, people are always skeptical. So I show this to show that, I know what I'm talking about. But also I show this so y'all see the realistic side of trading because it's one thing to watch a quick 5-minute video or some Instagram or TikTok clip of somebody showing how they made X amount of dollars. But guess what? The trade it doesn't happen in 10 minutes. You're going to have to wait a couple hours sometimes for a setup. And then that's not even including how much you might have to wait. Scalping, day trading, swing trading doesn't matter for the setup to even play out. So that's one thing to keep in mind as well. 4 o'clock hour did just start. New 15 started. New hour just started. So let me just really quick get my analysis on GU. Now, am I going to trade GU today? No. But this is what I'm looking at if I was to even approach or mess with GU. All right. So going on the daily time frame, zooming out, we are bullish long term. But if we look at the recent candlesticks the past couple of weeks, we have failed to make new highs. This was the higher high, higher low, higher high. We have failed to make a new high. Price attempted to do so, hit this resistance level, rejected. And now price is potentially about to start making some lows. So we can see here, prices treat this level as a resistance. So we can look for some possible sells. But again, keep in mind, we got GBP, USD, and JPY news today. So if I was going to enter any of these pairs, it would be before 8 o'clock. If it's after 8 o'clock, I'd personally wait for after the news to enter. But looking at how it is now, you could look at possible sells. So if price breaks above and holds 2750, 2755 as a support, you could possibly look for buys and the bullish momentum could come back into play. But if it continues to hold this level as resistance, or if you want to be super safe, you could wait for price to break below 2710, 2700 price range. And if it treats that as a resistance, you can look for sales down to around 2660 or 2620-ish on the extreme. So that's what I'm looking at GU. All right. We also have a huge imbalance above us, but that's what I'm looking at GU. I hope that could help you out. Like I said, I'm personally not messing with GU today, but if I was, that's what I'm looking at. So EJ is doing a retracement, which is normal. It hit the high to the left and it's retracing. So we're going to see if we can hold that level. If y'all are uncomfortable with the retracement, like I said, you don't have to hold to the final TP because not every TP is guaranteed to get hit. What does it say right here? First sentence. Use proper risk and do not over leverage. Every trade is not guaranteed to go all the way to the final TP or in our favor. A good example of that is literally on Monday. This trade only hit TP4. Some people were upset, even though right before this, I posted that disclaimer. But again, you know, that's why the success rate is what it is, because a lot of people continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. I was one of those people, but at a certain point, you got to put those rules in place. All right. And you got to stick to those rules. Don't just put those rules in place, but stick to those rules. Let's just go through these other pairs and see what's going on. All right. NAS is still ranging. Let's see what EA is up to. EA is still kind of chilling. All right. Yeah. So we're just chilling right now. We're just chilling. So we're going to put GN back on this screen. And Lero, you got out right before the retracement too. That was perfect timing. But again, the retracement is not too shocking. All right. Like I always say, you look to the left, it's going to explain what happened in the present and what could potentially happen in the future. And if you look to the left, you can literally see where price started the retracement, matches up exactly where price retraced last time. So is it really a shocker? No, that goes back to what I was saying about 10 minutes ago. That each one of these candlesticks is explaining and telling a story. You just got to know what you're looking at. And that's a perfect example right there of price doing so. That's the spirit. And you will. I believe in you, Fahad. And keep you updated as well. But like I said, just stick to your rules, keep consistent, and you'll bring it back. Don't try to make up for your loss by adding a bigger lot size, extra lot size, nothing like that. All right. I've been there, done that. So that's why I can confidently tell you that mostly does not pan out in your favor. All right, y'all. If y'all want to contact me directly, make sure to hit me up on Instagram. You can DM me on Instagram. You see it on the bottom of your screen at playmaker_way. Make sure to explore the page and leave a follow as well. Follow me on TikTok also at playmaker_way. I post daily on both pages. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok, so I post on Instagram, and vice versa. Some stuff I can't post on Instagram, so I post on TikTok. We're almost at 1K followers on TikTok. Once we hit 1,000 followers on there, we're going to be going live as well. It's not going to affect the live streams on London session. During London session on YouTube. I do plan to be going live outside of London session on there. I got a lot of stuff planned for those lives. So go ahead and explore that page and leave a follow as well. And if you're not subbed to this channel, go ahead and hit that sub button, especially if you made some money with us on that EJ play or the EA play yesterday. All right, because we don't just live trade and live stream every day, London session 3 of EST, but we also have countless videos on YouTube, from trade breakdowns, trade psychology videos, got videos on pips, risk to reward, how to read candlesticks, support resistance, all types of stuff. So make sure to explore and check that out. If you're interested in learning how to identify these levels or marking up your charts the way I do, go ahead and join the Advanced Play Signal Room. All right, that's the best investment you can make this year. Now, what comes with Advanced Play Signal Room? If you hit the free channel, you'll be able to see that for yourself. So this is just a quick rundown. So Tokyo session, I put the wrong thing. Usually it says I'll be trading Tokyo session members only, but I copy and pasted the wrong thing last night. But Tokyo session, all trades taken during Tokyo session strictly with the members. And then of course you get all the trades I take, because the free channel only gets a certain amount compared to the Advanced Play Signal Room. So you'll get all the trades sent to you. And then you'll also get a walkthrough through the trades. So I'll let you know key price levels that I personally look out for, where there'll be retracements or to exit at. And then of course we have lives outside of London session. At this point, they are New York lives, and the lives are recorded, and they're usually during news events. The one today will not be during a news event, but they usually are. And if you miss the lives, just like the ones on YouTube, they are recorded and posted in the channel. That way you can view them whenever you want. And then of course the lives from the past weeks are there as well. Then you also have the student member group chat, and in both the Advanced Play Signal and the student member group chat, there are pinned messages. In the group chat, the pinned video breaks down exactly what I was talking about with Faha earlier, how to calculate your lot size, which is very important, because you can't risk the same amount each trade if you don't know how to count pips to calculate your lot size. Then also make sure to use code 1 year, because you'll get 25% off. The sale does end this week at the end of this month. Now, the reason why it's code 1 year is if you click the pinned message in the free channel, it's going to take you to exactly a year ago. And we started a playbook last month. The sale started last month. That's why it's ending this month. But you'll be able to see how we've been consistently averaging 80 to high 90% win rates weekly, monthly, and quarterly for literally over a year. You're going to see, of course, screenshots, testimonials, and of course, TPs getting hit. So make sure to check that out. And the code is not going to, the discount is not going to apply automatically. You're going to have to type it in. So it's going to be the number 1, then the word year. All right. And that applies for the yearly, monthly, and lifetime subscriptions. This also can be applied to the one-on-one sessions and the course as well. The one-on-one sessions, you get the Advanced Play Signal Room, as well as 2 sessions with me a week that are an hour long and recorded and sent to you same day. These recordings are yours to keep for life. All right. And then the course, of course, goes over my trading strategy, but it doesn't just teach you my trading strategy. It teaches you how to read the charts. This strategy works on currency pairs, obviously, works on gold, obviously works on indices, works on crypto and options as well. All right, so this chart also works on any time frame. I mean, this strategy works on any time frame and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, links are in the description. Or if you've got any further questions, you can contact me on Instagram or Telegram. All right. Members, we're going to be going live in a few hours. I'm going to be posting the details and the time after we get off this live. This live, you guys don't want to miss it. We're going to be going over scaling in, adding multiple entries. We're going to be going over risk reward and a few other things. Definitely don't want to miss that out. So let me catch up to these comments really quick, make sure I don't miss anything. Exactly. Retracements are our friend because, again, this is common sense, but a lot of people don't think this way, especially new traders. And the reason why a lot of people don't think this way is because they're busy just trying to make money and their emotions are in the way. But also notice how we've caught the entire daily candlestick on GN and the day just started. But that's a side note. All right. I already had these marked off. Perfect. Look at that. Look at how that works. I don't even have to draw these out anymore. So this is literally the 3 patterns and 3 trends you're going to see price ever be in. Uptrend, downtrend, consolidation, ranging. And all these trends, you see price do the same thing. And price only is going to do one of 2 things. Go up or go down. Higher high, higher low. Lower low, lower high. Consolidation, bouncing up and down. So if we're in an uptrend, you get a higher high and a higher low. The higher highs are 9 times out of 10 greater than the higher lows. So what are the higher lows? Those are retracements and possible entry and re-entry points. Same thing with lower lows, lower highs. What are the higher lows or lower highs? I would have confused myself. Those are retracements. So, yes, retracements are definitely your friend. But before you re-enter off a retracement, of course, you want to wait for your confirmations and all that stuff. But I 100% agree with that statement. All right, y'all. We're going to be back at the same time tomorrow. London session, 3 a.m. EST. We out.